Chad, we knew going into Sunday, Vic Fangio was out as the head coach of the Denver Broncos, another team that fought Kansas City down to the wire, and ownership there, the general manager there, George Payton, even admitted that the team played for Fangio, but their mind was made up. They're going in a different direction. 3 seasons, 0 playoff appearances, and a 19-30 overall record. According to various reports, Gerard Mayo, assistant coach with the New England Patriots, they have asked permission, Denver has, to interview Gerard Mayo. My guess is that won't be the only place that Mayo will interview throughout this cycle. Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator in Dallas, who turned down an opportunity to interview in Jacksonville, I doubt he turns down the opportunity to interview in Denver. And an interesting one, Nathaniel Hackett, the offensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers. Denver, since the start of the season, really going back to the preseason, has been linked to Aaron Rodgers. And that is where the rumor mill will continue to swirl if they decide to hire Nathaniel Hackett, the coordinator for the Green Bay Packers there. He's also going to interview, I believe, in Jacksonville. And Trent Baalke, the general manager with the Jags, reports over the weekend were the pairing that he wants is Fangio. This is prior to Fangio being fired, but I think everyone knew he was on his way out. Fangio is the defensive coordinator to Bill O'Brien's head coaching job. He wants O'Brien paired with Fangio, and reports are that's going to be Baalke's recommendation to ownership and Shad Khan. Who knows where they end up going there, because they're asking to talk with several different people. But watch out for that there. And then Houston, Chad, you mentioned McDaniels and Flores as options. Zimmer is out at Minnesota. And you could tell by the post-game pressers, and anytime he was in front of a microphone, the guy was getting fired, and he knew it. 8 seasons at the helm of the Vikings, 3 playoff appearances in 8 seasons, and an overall record of 74, 59, and 1. And their defense let them down at big points throughout the season this year. But going back to what they accomplished offensively and the firepower, and people laugh at that, but they have 2 solid wide receivers. They have Dalvin Cook in the backfield. And the problem is they have Kirk Cousins at quarterback. And at times, Kirk Cousins isn't all that bad. In fact, if you just looked at Kirk Cousins on paper, you think, this guy is a winning quarterback. He eclipsed 4,000 yards passing for the 3rd time in his 4 seasons in Minnesota. And they have missed the playoffs every year that he's gone over 4,000 yards passing. It's mind-boggling. They move the football. They just don't win close games. And Zimmer is out because of it. Matt Nagy is out with the Bears after 4 seasons. He had 1 playoff appearance in Chicago, and his overall record was 34-31. And we mentioned Brian Flores, and of course the other openings, Jacksonville with Urban Meyer, and then Rich Bisaccia, who's the interim head coach, is in the playoffs. I don't know how you move on from him after the job he's done and the turmoil that he's overcome this season.
To me, I think it's a no-brainer that he's won that job with what he's done and how he's kept that group together. I'm keeping Rich Bisaccia if I'm Vegas. Another name to watch for me this cycle is Eric Bieniemy, who has been mentioned for 3-4 years now for not just NFL jobs, college jobs, interviewed at a number of places. Is this the year that someone hires him? And then, of course, there's Jim Harbaugh that's out there with every job that pops up. There's some reporter that's reporting some connection to ownership, right, to a GM, to someone with Jim Harbaugh, which tells us that he either really wants out of the college game to get any NFL job, or he just really wants Michigan to give him all of that money back that he forked over a year ago for one more chance to do something big at Michigan. He accomplished it. He wants that money back from Michigan, or he wants to go to the NFL. I don't know which is which with Jim Harbaugh, but certainly his management is pushing, and I know that he has an agent. I know he didn't have one at one point. Someone around Jim Harbaugh is pushing the agenda that he wants out of the college game. He wants out of Michigan. He wants to get back in the NFL.